Here it is. What do you know?
That's fine.
Get your ass to Mars.
Mission.
Wait.
15,
Counting.
14, 13.
All systems are go.
11,
I am the J-Town. Gotta have time to masturbate.
Well, I think it kind of speaks for itself. He just goes completely anti-science.
I see money for naughty favors.
Where's that mushroom toy?
Because that mushroom head seems to get in the way.
I'm a good girl, I am.
She was what the kids would call a slut, which is a terrible thing to say, but
Beat 'em up.
apparently there's no denying she was one.
I want to apologize to all of you for what happened. In our competition for ratings, we all lost sight of why we got into show business in the first place.
Yeah, titties and beer.
I guess he's not being charged for hollering.
Hey, everybody. Associate producer welcomes you to Nothing Yet Live.
Doing her usual magic.
I am the J-Town.
I am your Miss Parker. You know, she could be a lethal weapon. We should have brought her to 1-6.
So we gave the game thin. We were like, we were almost like, hey, everybody, welcome to Nothing Yet Live. All right, well, there's nothing else to talk about today. We kind of got through everything.
No, actually, there were
There's a
6
bunch of
excellent shows. You just had a major blackout and didn't see them.
So I started looking through ridiculous stuff my friends have sent me. So, producer, engineer Tate.
Fucking asshole.
What does she care what he's doing?
I told him I would.
Mind your own damn business, lady.
Where is it? Oh, where'd it go?
Okay, go.
Oh,
no,
that's it.
no, it's
No.
the piggy. Go
There it
to.
is. Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
Oh, this.
Look at that cutie.
I'll take 2.
Looks like a little hamster.
Oh my god.
That is so freaking cute.
I'm waiting for the thing that makes him stay like that. Can you give him like that?
Lupron.
Yeah. Can we give
That's
him
a
little
puberty
baby?
blocker.
Give it-
Hey, keep him, baby.
Oh, I'll pay $50 for one. Oh, where are we going?
I don't know.
We don't have any video right now. So we'll
We
just
can have a
throw up there.
picture.
There,
Just
there you go.
there you go.
Drag me to church.
Looking at you,
Again,
Madison
look,
Cawthorn.
Tuesday. Look, when I used to deliver newspapers, on Tuesday the newspapers were like this big because it's a slow news day. The weekend we had this whole buildup.
And then you had Sunday, which is
Oh, God,
everything.
it was.
And there's like entertainment magazines and
Mhm.
everything. Yeah, I used to help my brother fold newspapers, and I loved it when there were thin days and there was just like one little ad. Oop, what was that? Oh, it's chocolate. Damn, got chocolate, son. Elon.
Also, Elon Musk bought Twitter.
Yes, yes. And my first question is he going to allow Trump on it?
That's probably what everybody's going to ask. But no, look, he can launch. A Bond villain never did I see. Like I've seen people come close, Rupert Murdoch, but this guy actually owns rockets, satellites, and an entire communication network that
An
is
entire social
already
media network.
worldwide.
Yeah, that's already established. He doesn't need to do anything about it. Eat your
What?
heart out, Trump.
What is next?
Why didn't Trump just buy Twitter?
Because he's not a billionaire.
Exactly. Exactly. Despite what he will tell you, the man ain't that rich.
No, he relies on his kids.
He relies on bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. So so this thing came across it's one of those memories that you get, and I posted it on Facebook, but
You want to play it?
No,
Okay.
I can't do it right there.
Yeah, you
I
can. You
can't.
get
Anyway,
Facebook on there.
Look, we don't have that much time.
If you
If they
say
want to watch
so.
it, you guys can go. You guys know where to find me on Facebook. So it was like I had all these lemons because there's this lemon tree, and I had to prune it back a little bit, and then I had all these lemons, and so I was sitting there juggling and talking about how what we were all going through at the time was just a nightmare, and people came over to my house, and we would play music, and it was this thing, and I was doing the show, and then it just stopped. And I was like, what do I do now? So I'm like, oh, look, I rebuilt a clarinet, or I, but the whole point of it was like, I had all these lemons. So what am I going to do? I'm going to learn how to juggle.
Did you already know how to juggle?
I already knew how to juggle.
Yeah, because you were really good. And I used to be that good, but I need to practice. I dug up my bean bags and we need to go juggling. Or not go juggling. We need to juggle. In fact, if we get more bean bags, we can do a sixer. My brother and I used to do that.
My dad and I would go golfing together, and he would, if we had to wait, because it would just be the two of us, we'd be able to zoom through. Him and I would take like 4 or 5 golf balls and juggle.
Golf balls are hard.
Not as hard as you think. The trick is, again, don't close your hand.
But still, if they collide in the air, they go flying off in all directions. And if they hit the ground, they roll away. So it's easier to have bean bags, or lemons are a little better. If you drop them, well, you got to go make your lemonade.
Anyway, the point was that it sucked.
Yeah,
and
the early part of the pandemic.
I was like 2 years, everybody. And I hated that, knowing that. And it was just like, it sucked for everybody. So anyway, it was just a movie that I had, and it was just like, I don't want to think about that. Thanks, Zuck. I don't need that right now.
Well, I mean, it's nice to think how far we've come,
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got through.
God, Nibbles. What did you feed that creature? She eat some of them nachos?
Maybe a gopher. She may have gotten a gopher.
Hey, Nibbles, that's what you get for eating fresh meat? I thought fresh meat would be helpful, but nope.
Anyway, hey, you guys, look to the future. Lord Musk will save us all.
Yeah, the guy that went to a rave in Berlin and took
his-
so many drugs that he thought his speakers were from Mars.
Again, think about if his name was...
He's going to take over the world.
Think about if his name was Elon Musk. you would...
It probably was, and you just reversed the letters because Elon sounds more cool.
He's not American.
I know he's not.
He's a Bond villain.
Yeah, he is.
Look, we're the new playground for the world, right? This is what people are. There's a battle for, like, the United States humanity. Are we going to be like the 1950s without, I don't know, the racism and all the blah blah blah, and the constant fear of going to war? Or are we going to be like a beacon of understanding?
Well, in the
No,
1950s,
it's war. The answer is always war.
In the 1950s, there was all this prosperity.
The answer is always
I mean,
war.
it was on the backs of
The answer is always war.
racism and poor people, but at least there was prosperity in the middle class. That's not to say we go back.
Not friends. We have hope. Because we live out here on the West Coast and basically are untouchable by the rest of the world.
We're our mini nation state.
Yeah, we have hope. Jackson Time, Tammy Time.
Just remembering your cross-eyed thing yesterday. I just did it.
I swear I've felt no side effects from taking Hope Craft CBDs. So, the Jackson Time and Tammy Time are out in Crawford Ranch, Colorado, constantly working on improving the sustainability of their farms. They care about the environment, they care about climate change, and most of all, they care about you.
Hopecraft CBDs is more than 11 years in the making. They make salves, tinctures, massage oils, and candy. Visit hopext.com. That's HOPEXT.com to get some of your own.
Enter promo code STFUJ for theoretically up to 30% off. Tell them to make the lube, the bubble gum,
and the dog treats. Fart-free dog treats. We will give them to the nubs.
So, back to the Bond villain at hand, Elon Musk. Also, if you reversed a couple more letters, it would be Leon Scum. But
with a K.
Hey, look, if you're so rich, you can control an entire Twitterverse, as they call it. Good on you, bro. Like, well done. The United States is literally right now just and I would say, like, along the lines of North or South Korea. They're the only other country really that rivals us in technological advancement, or their level, right? So if you can take over like and just make the two or three or 5 or 10 of the richest countries in the world your plaything, good on you, man. That's Bondville and shit. You did it, man. You got rockets, right? You're working on putting chips in people's heads. You just bought the biggest bullhorn in the universe.
So Christians, there's your God.
There you go, man.
Right there. You want to know who's in control? That would be Elon Musk. I mean, he's flying in speakers from Mars, and he's building rockets and taking lots of drugs. And now he owns Twitter.
The man, the myth, the legend. This guy. I don't even know what to say. Like, that's it. That's the biggest news I can think of. Like, that they're just like the ultra rich are just, they're playing with this.
They are the gods. They are the modern day gods.
They want all your dollars, and once they got all your dollars,
they're gonna play God.
They want all your quarters.
They're
they
gonna
got all your quarters.
They're gonna break
they want
bridges
all your dimes.
so that
once they get all your dimes, then they want all your nickels, and then all that's gonna be left for the rest of us is pennies. Meanwhile, he has rockets.
Well, you have petrified wood.
How many houses could you have bought for $44 billion?
I don't even want to think
All
about
of
it.
them?
I don't want to think about it.
How many? 44.
I have no idea. I don't even want to think about
How
it.
many houses?
I
could bought a fucking house on the moon.
Did he or could he?
He probably already has one.
Yeah, if he doesn't, or he's made a down payment on some
that's
lunar
Moonraker
real
Here we
estate.
come. He's Moon. Really. Hey, let's all do a rewatch of Moonraker one night, and then we know what Elon Musk is gonna do. Anybody have a volcano that they've are recently trying to sell?
That would be something to sell.
There's somebody in the market for a volcanic island.
The thing is, if you buy a volcano, then you can buy the land that it forms, because it's going to make new land, right?
You know, so recently, one of the older Hawaiian islands sunk under the waves. I'm not buying it. Believe it. Elon Musk owns that island.
Was it like a micro island off of one of the bigger islands?
I think it was like one of the very, very oldest islands, because they just started dissolving into that.
Right, but it's not one that has a name. At least not that.
No, it does.
It's not one that you can
like
visit.
An atoll.
It's like a what?
Like an atoll. Like it was a coral.
Oh, okay.
But it
so
was
it's
part
not
of the island chain.
Okay, so
really
yeah,
gonna
Maui
argue?
has.
I'm not talking about Maui.
I know, but right off of Maui, there's a crater called Molokini, and it sticks out of the ocean, and nobody can really live on it. But there's all sorts of. There's a coral reef.
No, there
on
was
it.
people living on this thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
So
400 of them.
When did it fully disappear?
Well, it's like sort of. It's still like parts of it sometimes are exposed, but just like the other day, I didn't feel like reporting on it.
So people have to go over the causeway and then come back over the causeway when they leave work.
Anyway, I'm not buying it. Elon Musk, he owns a volcanic island somewhere. Look around. Also, Google did this thing before we go. I don't know if we want to get to that later in the story, but I do have that story. Google is unblurring all of Russia, all of their military installations, all of their stuff.
Yeah, Google is
Because of-
subversive.
Alphabet.
Santorum.
Oh no, we're all going to hell. All right, you guys, we'll be back with segment 2/Dick of the Week.
Or we can finish up this segment.
Oh, we're
We
done.
can just talk about. Oh, we're done. Okay, then we will be on to Dicks. We don't have any new nominees.
1411 is the magic number.
Okay. All right.
We'll be back in a moment. I'm the J. Kyle.
I am your Ms. Parker.
This
It's Nothing Yet Live. Okay.